as you can see, it's darker than normal. We don't usually have anybody over here on the weekends, like staff-wise. So this is kind of like a workplace kind of gym. So really not always staffed or anything like that. So nobody here for me to ask about the lights. Tried to find the light switch. Found one, but the button doesn't work. So I don't know. We're just going to be working out low light. It's all right. Different vibe. But that does mean that I would like to be done before it gets dark. And it took me forever to convince myself to get in the gym. And that's why I want to talk about mindset. I don't have the secret mojo, the secret sauce that, I'm ready to go get in the gym. No. Sometimes it takes me a couple hours to get convinced to make it out here, get in here and get to work. But we're going to hit legs today, so let's get to it. All right. That was just kind of a feeler set. Get into it a little bit. Felt good. But going back to mindset, I don't always have drive. I'm not always driven, Sometimes it's just about getting in the car and getting going. Because once I'm here, I know I'll be happier and ready to go when I'm here. But convincing myself to get out the door, sometimes it takes some time. So I just want to say, sometimes it takes a little bit of a push from myself to get out here and get to work. So I just want to say, you're not alone. If you don't feel like doing anything sometimes, honestly, I didn't even want to, potentially run into somebody. So, anybody, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to be a little recluse in your house, and sometimes you have goals and you got to push yourself. So that's what I'm here doing. Pushing myself, getting out here, getting the work in. All right, I'm going to toss on some more weight, put the guards on, and then we'll go for a good working set. You guys can see right here, got a plate on the ground. That's to elevate the heels up. Helps with ankle mobility in case you can't get into this deep squat position as easily. It just allows you to really sit in it, get that extra depth without, putting too much strain on the ankles or anything. And when you're bigger and you don't have the normal, what's the word I'm looking for? Flexibility and things like that, it really helps. So, plus, if we're really trying to hit quads and put some crazy, intense focus on the quads, really aiming for them, really giving them that maximal stretch and all that. Sorry, I'm short on words today. This helps, is all I'm saying. So anybody who's newer to the gym, this is a great way to do it. You could also use little plates, like 2.5s, something like that. Or they even make squatting shoes that actually have a heel that kind of help keep you elevated just normally. So up to you, up to what you want to do with it. Just notice this is all crooked. That's good. Love when this is crooked. There we go. Okay, let's get after it. I threw 25s on each side here on top of the 45s. Let's get after it. See if we get that depth still. Got the guardrails up. Safe is sexy, people. Remember that. Definitely heavier. Can't quite get the depth, so we'll be dropping this in a second here. But no reason we can't hit it. I think I got one more. Honestly, might have been able to hit one more. All right, let's drop it a little bit. Really want to get that depth. Some of you might be wondering, why so much focus on hypertrophy, muscle building, and form, things like that, if you're just trying to lose weight? And that's a fair question. One, I enjoy weightlifting, just in a general sense, and I want to get stronger for sure. I want to have a capable body. I don't want to just get skinny, So that leads into point two, actually, kind of looking the part as well, putting on that muscle to take up the fat that I'm losing, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be 1-to-1 by any means, but filling in some of the areas where I have so much fat with some muscle, so once I lean down, I'll be even more jacked. So that's the other thing. Third, I don't want a ton of loose skin, and I'm of the school of thought that if you can fill the skin with some muscularity to push back out, it's going to look like you have a lot less extra skin. A lot of that is like, I don't think there's really any science from my standpoint to push back on that and say, like I'm right by any means, but I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. You're losing fat, so it's shrinking. But if you add a little bit of muscle, you're pushing back out, so you're not leaving as much hanging. It's also genetics for sure. Some people don't have as much loose skin afterwards. It retightens. Some people doesn't. So far I really haven't noticed anything, thank God, because I don't want any. And I know how rough it is to have that. So I feel blessed so far, knock on metal, that I haven't noticed anything. So hopefully my hypothesis here that adding muscle on helps balance it out. Hopefully it's true and it's working. So enough talking. Let me get to this. I have a fourth point. I'll bring it up after this. Jesus. Man, getting in that pocket, very hard to get out of. Try and hit one more. Muscle takes more to maintain from a caloric energy standpoint. So from a metabolic standpoint, maintaining myself takes more calories if I have more muscle. So adding some muscle onto my frame, continuing to add it on, just helps me burn calories in the long run and day to day. So that's my fourth and final point. And I'm lifting plenty hard, and for anybody who's worried about blowing up and becoming a bodybuilder, I mean, look at me. Nowhere close. So I think it'll be okay. All right, let's see if we go one more set on this. Maybe I'll drop it down real quick. Let me change the weight real quick. Just 5 pounds down. In my opinion, squatting is something that I don't excel in by any means. But I think where my head goes is that my stability isn't too great. So when I get down there, you're using a ton of muscles to keep yourself upright. And so, I mean, this is a great exercise. And I think I need to work at it a lot more. I think I need to take it a step farther. Maybe I'll do one more set after this without these guys on the end here. And just go a little lighter. Really focus on that pocket and just being very, very in control. But at the same time saying that, I can leg press plenty. I leg press over 300 for like 10 reps. So the leg strength is there. I think it's just the stability through the posterior chain, maybe, that is causing me to like not feel extra comfortable in it and not have that pressing ability. There's something in the whole mix of things that's my weakness, and I need to find it and build that up. So that's where my head goes when I see myself lifting this and I find how difficult it is a lot of the time. That's where my head goes. I just need to figure out where my true sticking point, my weak point is, and then go from there. We're definitely challenging ourselves enough. Alright, yeah, let me drop it down again. Alright, let's get after it. What is this at 5? 4? Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm not centered on this enough. Maybe that's the issue. Damn. Oh, definitely tough. No doubt about it. I've always complained that this does not go far enough for my liking. So we're gonna try this out. It's a little bit of a pad right here. Gets me a little more straight because this seat leans way back. So this will keep me up a little bit more. Get a little bit tighter in. Get a bigger range of motion, more stretch. We'll see how it feels. Let's get after it. It's gonna be a lot harder to get into this. I'm sorry. Tight. Oh yeah, that's good. Yes, sir. Insane concentration with being up here closer and really squeezing in. That was really good. Game changer, honestly. I can feel it, but not like that. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna take a lap around the gym real quick. Catch my breath, water up. I'll be back. Let's go. Round 2, baby, round 2. Check this out, check this out. Look at how far away I am. This is crazy. This is good for like glutes, but we're not hitting glutes right now. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Let's check in real quick. Give me a second to get a little bit more of a break there. 41 minutes, 275 calories. I love that. Hitting legs with some intensity. Keeping that heart rate rising, dipping. I know we were in zone 3 for a little bit there. One more. Nope. Oh. Whew. My good Lord. So I may or may not have done some sissy squats while no one was looking. And by no one was looking, I mean I wasn't recording, and by may or may not, I mean it definitely did. So they were pretty good. I found out. I'll show you guys after this. We'll go extra diabolical and go leg extensions into sissy squats. I can't believe I'm saying that. It's gonna be horrifying. Okay, well, let's get into it. Excited. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be diabolical. I mean, not for the faint of heart. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so there's a bar right here. I'm going to be trying to tap my knees ever so lightly against that to gauge depth because it's going to be pretty low. Like, ground is here, bar is here. So you guys can see that's pretty close. And then I'm going to be using these, kind of a guide, help me on my way down. Also to hold myself, really get into the depth of this. So, let's get after it. Almost to where we don't need the guides. Okay. Let me catch my breath, and then we'll hit more leg extension. Quads are definitely feeling it. Just standing here. Oh yeah. Round 2 of this baby. I think we're gonna increase the weight just a touch. So I like putting this hinge as far in as I can just for maximal stretch. By no means don't make it uncomfortable for yourself, but yeah. All right, let's get after it. Come on. Oh man. Come on. Oh jeez, come on. Oh, frick. Oh my god. Oh, the burn on that just builds like insanely quick when you're stretched out like that. I don't know what it is. All right, here we go. Oh man, my legs are gonna be so sore tomorrow. And the DOS, delayed onset soreness, for not tomorrow but the next day. Oh. Alright, let's get after it. Quads are pumped right now. Okay. I think I'm done. Oh, man. Alright, I think we're going to call it for right now. Like, they're feeling great. Absolutely destroying the quads. Happy with it. They're pumped. Getting dark out for sure. It doesn't look that dark actually, but in comparison to not having most of the lights on. Let me see if I can get it. There we go. Yeah, you can tell it's getting darker. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out from here. One of my buddies wants to play some virtual golf, so we're gonna be hitting the golf simulator. That should help us burn a ton more calories, but right now, 409 calories. Let's go. Fantastic. That's what we're looking to burn. At least 300 while we're here. 400 is even better. And then I imagine we'll burn another 3 to 4 while we're golfing. So that is perfect. I can't complain. my usual goal is 1,000, but with shredding down extra hard in competition prep, I'm shooting for 12 to 15 at tops. And then after that, it's kind of a lot of diminishing returns. Even kind of right now, it's just making me feel better, but it's probably not doing too much extra. All about nutrition, making sure that I'm eating nice and lean, hitting my macros, and not getting anything really too cheat mealy right now. That'll just be for this last little stretch. There's no need to have a cheat meal right now. I can handle a few weeks of not cheat mealing. So, yeah, we're hitting it good. And it's not saying that I'm not gonna have a little thing every here and there. You know, if it tickles my fancy and I really need some dark chocolate or something, like, yeah, I'll have some dark chocolate. But definitely not having a meal at McDonald's or anything like that. No donuts, just little stuff like that. You know, no cakes. Yeah, so being a little more strict, but not being crazy. Not saying no sugar, no sweets. Just very limited because we have goals. We're gonna hit those goals. Damn it, let's get after it.